Celeste, I left the rent in the mailbox for you yesterday. Did you get it?
Yes, Thomas, I did. Thank you.
Oh, Celeste, I've been reading this new Spanish author, Arturo Veloso. Have you heard of him? He wrote Fields of Confession.
No, Thomas, I don't think I have.
It's in English as well as Spanish. He writes about a little village north of Barcelona. I think I was through it when I was there last year. That's my favorite spot in the world.
Well, Thomas, you're retired now. Why don't you move there?
Oh, I couldn't. Maybe sometime. Besides, I would miss our little chats.
Oh, Thomas, that's very sweet of you. Well, you'll have to tell me about your book sometime.
Thank you, Celeste. I will. I must be on my way. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Oh, okay.
What's the point of writing a novel where the main character fails to meet the challenge at the climax? Where's the epiphany? Oh, I was so frustrated I could have strangled Austin.
Well, it's not always a happy ending, is it? Artists often have tortured lives, or at least solitary. Look at Goya.
Isn't that what Henry said that an artist has to do to create great art? Be alone in his own world. Maybe that's the sacrifice that Austin was making.
I believe that Robert Henry's words were a convenient excuse for Austin to remain aloof, to keep Sarah at a distance. I think he was afraid of true involvement.
We fool ourselves first, don't we?
Now, here he was on that frigid coastline in all that austere beauty. Sarah crossing the ice, literally and metaphorically, keeping her at a distance.
That was silly of him.
How tragic of him. For both of them.
I really loved that tiramisu. You'll have to send me the recipe.
Oh, I will. And I hope you'll come back to another book club meeting
I
also.
certainly will.
I'll look forward
Thank
to it,
you.
Holly. Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Claire, you're always welcome.
Such a lovely home.
Oh,
I've never
thank
been
you.
and it's just gorgeous.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed.
I
Good.
look
Come back
forward
and
to
see.
next time.
Okay. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Celeste, for yet another pleasant evening.
Oh, you're very welcome, Thomas.
Good night.
Good night.
That was such a delicious book. I'm going to miss it like an old friend.
Well, we've got to think of another one soon. We'll be done with this one pretty soon.
So what do you want to do?
Well, I was thinking maybe perhaps next maybe something not so dark and tragic as this particular one. What do you think?
Let's do music. Something music. In fact, we can even sing perhaps. I mean, well, actually between you and me, I'd very much like to excuse the last moment. And she stopped there for a moment and said, that's where Bach died.
How interesting. I didn't know that. No, I didn't know that at all. I've been playing his music for many years, and my mother was my piano teacher, and she would tell me some history, and then when I went to college, I learned a little bit about his.
That was a wonderful meeting on The Underpainter. I always enjoy book clubs.
Yes, it was a nice meeting. We're just about finished with that book. We'll need to find another one soon.
Perhaps Field of Confession would make a good choice. I might give insight on the original language.
That's a thought.
I couldn't but help notice that Turk Marathon lingered on the porch for some time afterwards. That must just be very flattering, getting all that attention from such a young man.
Yes, it is.
Hey, Celeste! Hear the open road that's calling our names.
Oh, well, then I guess we must heed the call. Goodbye, Thomas. There you go, there you go.
What you call that second thing that goes next to the first thing? When two people sing, one of them.
Oh,
one of them.
perhaps harmony?
Right, I want to sing the harmony.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll give it a try. You ready? You saw me standing alone.
Choose.
Heart harmony, not cacophony, without a love of my own. Come on.
So deep I can't.
Accepting a.
little late in the year for annuals.
Yes, I'll have to pay penance with lots of watering.
Really, Celeste? He must be younger than your son.
Yes, he is. But I doubt we'll be getting married and having a family. Hardly relevant.
What's the point?
Point?
I mean, how long can it last until he finds a younger woman? Is it really worth it in the end?
Thomas, how long was your vacation to Spain last year? Was it worth it?
Oh, so that's it. He's a vacation.
I'm doing what I want to do. I suggest you do the same.
I always dream in Turkish. And in full color. I think I've seen you this morning in my dream. You were speaking to me in Turkish.
Well, it must have been Pigeon Turkish. Or it wasn't me.
Can I say good morning?
Günaydın.
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 Günaydın. See, if I can learn a language, anyone can.
Oh, what other languages do you speak?
Oh, you mean besides Turkish and English?
Yes. Impress me.
Well, I can do ein bisschen Deutsch and un poco de Español.
Can you read Spanish?
A little.
Tell me if you can make out this poem.
It's about a bird. It's about a beautiful songbird. The poet wants it to come down to him, or he wants to learn to fly. It's somewhat soppy but heartfelt. Who wrote this?
You remember my downstairs tenant, Thomas?
Yeah, I was wondering what happened to him.
Well, he learned to fly.